Hi there, my name is Terry Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Deco Decor, where we make and sell wreaths and other types of home decor. And I also work toward inspiring others to make their own designs through my Facebook Lives, through my blog at adorabledecodecor.com, and through my wreath making courses. And today I wanted to think of something I could do just real quick that you guys could benefit from. And I thought about common questions that I get asked, and I hear other wreath makers getting asked the same question. And that is, how do you ship a bow? And I'm going to show you. So, I also get asked the questions, do bows sell? And I have to say, yes. There are some shops that's all they do is sell bows. And I know I've got a booth in my local mall here that here in Terre Haute, Indiana. It's a vendor's village in case you are in the area. But anyway, my bows are my biggest seller at in my booth. I have to say I'm guilty right now. I don't have a lot in my shop and I don't have a lot in my booth, but they are my biggest seller. And especially right now, if you have an Etsy shop or you have a craft booth, people are wanting something, quick fix. They can use your bows to place on their gifts to make them, a real fancy gift. People put them on their mailboxes. They put them on their lanterns outside, on either side of their garage. You can put them, if you've got a porch light, you can put them there. And some people actually use them as tree toppers. So I'm going to show you how, if you're selling online, how you can then ship that bow, okay? Okay, so I grabbed this bow first because it's a Christmas bow, but then I thought it doesn't have any tails, so you might want to know what I do with my tails also, especially if you're shipping a tree topper that has big long tails. But here's your bow. And when I'm making a bow just to sell, you guys, if you followed me much at all, you've probably seen me talk about rustic wire. And that is actually what I use to finish my bows with as well. Rustic wire, it comes in a roll like this. This is actually a big roll compared to what you get at Hobby Lobby. I buy mine wholesale, but it comes in all different colors. I've seen like a burlap color or a natural color. It comes in brown and it also comes in green. And it's just a heavy gauged wire that is then wrapped in some like jute-like material. But that's what I use to finish off my bows that I'm going to sell. This one I didn't finish all the way because I wasn't going to sell it, but I made this one with floral wire. And I want my customer to be able to reuse it, especially if they're using it for a tree topper or if they're going to use it outside for a lantern or something like that. And floral wire is, there's different gauges, but, the more you bend it, the more likely it is to break. And rustic wire is going to be a lot more sturdy for that purpose, okay? But anyway, and then I take just a little bit of glue with my glue gun because rustic wire will fray, okay? And again, I want my customer to be able to reuse this. And what I do, my glue gun's not on, but I just take my glue and about the last inch of the wire, making sure to cover the very tip, I put some hot glue on there, and then I just kind of wrap it around until it stopped dripping. And that kind of seals off that end, okay? All right, and let me get what I did with my card. Oh, and what I do first, you've got your bow, you've got your wire or your rustic wire, either one you want to do, or some people just use pipe cleaners, and that's fine. I get a piece of poster board, and I usually cut mine to about 7 by 7, okay? And then I take my awl, that you've probably seen me use this too, and I just poke a couple of holes through it, right through the center, okay? Just like that. And then I take both of you've got both of your wires here, and I just run that right through those holes. Okay, And this is how I package my bows in my shop, in my booth also. I put them, what I do, I put them on a board like this. I put my business card, and then I have to put my booth number and everything on it too. But then I have oh, I don't know what you call it. It's almost like one of those wall partitions, only I've got it lined with chicken wire. I take a paper or a clothespin and put this card up on there, and then they can just pull off whatever, you know, whichever bow they want. Because it's hard to, you know, if you've got, you know, a wall, you're thinking, how in the world am I going to hang all these bows? Or, you know, and they're going to take up a lot of space if you just try and lay them out on a table. So I've just got that chicken wire frame and use a paper or a clothespin, and that's how I hook it up there. So anyway, you know me, I get on rabbit trails all the time, sorry. But so I've got both my wires through to the back of this board, this poster board, and then I'm going to hold on to it here in the center. I've got my thumb right here in the middle of the bow, and then I take this wire and I fold it flat, and then turn it in like that, okay? Just like that. All right, then I take my, oh, I forgot to get my tape. Hang on. Then I take I use shipping tape on this because it's a little bit stronger. But I take my shipping tape, okay, then I lay it right across there. Okay, just like that. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get my box. And this is what I use to ship my bows in is a 12 by 12 by 6 bow, or 12 by 12 by 6 box. And you can get them at Staples. I usually buy mine on Amazon, or if I've got a big order that I'm doing on the Uline, I'll use that. But 12 by 12 by 6 is the size that I find that works. Now, if I have a customer that has bought more than one bow, then of course I'll get a longer box, just depending on, you know, how many I'm shipping. Okay, but you got the box all put together here, and then if I'm doing one with tails, I either do one of two things. If they're real long tails, I'll kind of curl them up like this. All right, and then I'll take a pipe cleaner and I'll just kind of take it and not tight, but I'll just secure it just so those tails stay up in there. Now, these tails aren't very long, so I wouldn't do that for this particular bow. For this bow, you can either curl them under like this, okay, or I'll take it and go ahead and secure it underneath of here. I don't tape it, I just fold it, okay, because all my ribbon is wired, so it's going to go back to the shape that I had it in, okay. All right, and then I just sit it down in the box like this, okay. And then I take 2 pieces of tape, generally, and kind of long pieces, because I don't want anything to go anywhere. Let me turn you down here. Well, let me see if I can make this to where you can see what I'm doing here a little better. Okay, I'm going to take this tape. You're not going to be able to see me do this part, but I'll show you. And I'm just taping that cardboard down to the box, okay? I'm just getting the other side now. Okay? All right, so now I've taped on both sides. Okay? Hope you can see that. Whoops. Trying to get the light to where you can see what it looks like. Okay? All right, just like that. Okay? And then I go ahead, I fluff up the bow where it's nice and pretty. And I didn't get a long enough piece of tape. This one side's wanting to kind of pop up on me, but I've fluff out that bow because I don't want, I want the customer, when they look into the box, I want them to see exactly what they bought. I don't want them to see a crumpled up bow, right? Okay? All right, and then I'll go ahead, I've got these little packaging sleeves. I'll go ahead and I'll tuck that all in there too. And I've also, on my instructions, I actually have a video on YouTube where I describe how to fluff a bow properly. You're not going to fluff a bow just, you're not going to fluff a bow just sticking it, pulling it out like this. You're actually going to put your fingers inside of it and open up that loop like that. Okay? Here's a smashed loop. I can show you again. We're opening that up. Okay? We're not just pulling on it. Okay? But I give them, I put on there the link in case they do need to fluff a bow. And you'd be surprised how many people don't know how. And we try to do anything you can to help out your customers. So, okay. All right. So anyway, then I'll fold up my box and then I'll, ship it on or tape it up, ship it on the way. Okay. Do you ever? Right. Yes, Brenda, I do. Brenda's wanting to know, do you ever ship two bows together? Yes, I do. Now I don't put them on top of each other. Okay. Two ways you can do that. If you just had two of them, I've got a box that is 26 by let me think what it is. It's 26 by 12 by 10, I think. You can fit two bows in that. Now, again, if they've got really long tails, I just roll them up and then put that, that pipe cleaner through it. Now, if they're real long, I'll also tape that pipe cleaner to the bottom of the box so they're not swinging all over the place. Okay? All right. Anybody have any questions? Okay. All right. Well, I hope that helps you out. If you have any other things that you'd like me to cover, I do have a request also to show again how to make the lettering right on a bow. I'll be doing that next. I had a request to do that using the Easy Bow. So, okay. And I also, hey guys, too, before I go, I wanted to let you know I've got my wreath group up and running, and we're having a ball in there, learning lots, having lots of tutorials. But I do have a link for the wait list if you're interested in seeing lots of tips like this on a more personal level. We get down to nitty-gritty in there. I did put a link for the wait list if you're interested as a pinned comment in this post. So